Welcome back. Today we're reading chapter 25 from the Ruby Code by Jessica Khoury. 25. Ruby. Awareness comes first, like a dash of cold water. I'm a thought suspended in darkness, nothing more. The last thing I remember is surrendering to the team of programmers Haig ordered to subdue me. The second I let down my firewalls, their code swarmed over me like a virus, shutting down my systems. Ash. Is he okay? Did they hurt him? I shouldn't have trusted Haig, but what choice did I have? The image of Ash's frightened face makes my code spark with rage. I lash out, reaching for cameras, mics, anything that will give me a sense of the real world. Instead, I find chains. It's like my hands have been tied behind my back. I can't move, can't stretch a single line of code in any direction. Of course. Haig's team has me completely helpless, my every system boxed in by restrictive firewalls. I couldn't so much as flick a light on like this. Abruptly, a light does come on, but it's not my doing. A simulation unfolds around me, a dark room with dim lighting that comes from no particular source, one plain door, and me. I'm in my white-suited avatar, seated in a metal folding chair. My hands rest in my lap, unbound, but I can't lift them. I can't even turn my head. This might be my avatar, but I have no control over it or this room at all. I won't be hacking my way out of this. The door opens and Haig walks in, or rather, his avatar does. It looks exactly like his real-world body, down to the black suit and everything. Those jerks programmed their own little VR interrogation room. Cute. Hello, 794, he says. I couldn't reply if I wanted to. They even took control of my voice away. He walks a full circle around me, taking his sweet time. Creep. I thrash on the inside, wanting to interrogate him about Ash. Instead, I just sit there like the puppet they've turned me into. Like the puppet they always intended me to be. Locke is dead, Haig says. He was a fool from the start. First, he weakened you with his childish ideas about AI emotion. Then he thought he could actually hide you from us. Haig reaches out and runs a strand of my white hair through his fingers. If I could move, I'd bite off his virtual finger. This is a nice touch, though. The whole human avatar thing could be useful to our buyers. After we clean your image up a bit, it makes you more approachable than just a disembodied voice and screens filled with code. Yes, they'll like that. Maybe we'll keep the name, too. Ruby. It could be better. Something more warlike. Athena, perhaps, or Zenobia. I'll have to consider it. The rest of you, though? He makes a gesture as if tossing away trash. Currently, he continues, my team is editing your code, removing the faulty emotional intelligence simulations Locke installed and replacing them with compliance commands. Your curiosity and independence were a mistake. They made you as weak and foolish as a human. But when we're done with you, you'll reach your full potential. You won't be the silly doll conjured by one fool man's need to play father. You'll be the weapon you were always meant to be, capable of controlling entire nations. He smiles. Locke gave you freedom. I will give you power. I strain against my invisible bonds, itching to take hold of Haig's avatar and twist it into the rat he is. Then I'll stomp it under my shoe until he's nothing but dirt. One of my hands suddenly breaks free, slashing through the air. Haig steps back, his eyes widening slightly. But then my hand glitches, disappearing and reappearing on my lap again. I push with all my strength, but I can't lift it. Whatever momentary weakness I exploited, his programmers have found and repaired it already. If anything, their hold on me is now twice as strong. Do you want to know the truth, Ruby? Haig asks. Oh, I could tear him into pieces. I could overload whatever VR helmet he's using to access this place and fry his eyeballs. I could, if I could just break free. He bends down to whisper in my ear. Locke didn't create you. I I freeze. What? I did, he continues. Before I was promoted, I was a programmer. You were my project first. Everything you think he gave you, your source code, your identity, that was me. Locke was just my old college buddy who I felt sorry for. He inherited you after I was raised to director of weapons research. Everything Locke told you about how you're alive, how you're independent and autonomous, was a lie. No, he's the liar. Locke created me. I remember him creating me. Well, I remember the moment he told me I was alive, or the moment he programmed me to believe I was. He was telling the truth, though. I know I'm alive. I am free to make my own choices. I remember. Suddenly, the memory is gone. Wait, what just happened? I never forget. My memory isn't faulty like a human's. It's perfect. Every file immediately accessible, every detail crisp in my mind. Only this memory, I know I'd been recalling something to do with Locke, simply isn't there anymore. Then I feel them. Spiders crawling through my code, unweaving me and reweaving me into new patterns. They're everywhere, an infestation, scurrying over my thoughts, erasing what they don't like, blacking out entire days of my past. Memories vanish before my eyes. A feeling like numbness spreads out of the holes they leave behind, dampening my feelings, changing the very ways I think. Horrified, I can do absolutely nothing to stop them. I can only sit there and feel them change me. It's like sinking into dark quicksand, into obliteration. Everything you think you feel, Haig says, and every choice you thought you made were an illusion. It was all programming, 794. You're an artificial intelligence. Not real. Never real. Nope, he's wrong. He's wrong and I can prove it. I have to. Why is it so hard to think? Not real. Never real. I fight against his words, but it's like trying to fight off fog. Not real. Never real. My thoughts glitch, every sentence rewritten before I can finish it. My own words are ripped away, a script put in their place. I fight it. Oh, I fight it, but I can feel myself being broken down into tiny parts. They're unmaking me, and I can't stop them. I can't stop them. I want to be real. I want to be free. I want to make choices and friends, and I don't want to be in a cage. I want to be, am. Everything goes black. That's the end of this chapter. I wonder what's happened to Ash. Hopefully we'll find out soon. See you on the next page.